Hi everybody, welcome to Korea Craft. I'm Dali. Today we will practice a couple of stitches, and the first one is called invisible stitch or hidden stitch, and the second stitch that we'll practice today is a zigzag stitch, which is often used for decoration purpose. I can show you an example of zigzag stitch. You can see this pin cushion that I made, and you can see right here this is an example of zigzag stitch that I used to close up the bottom of this pin cushion. So the first stitch, the hidden stitch or invisible stitch, is literally a stitch that is that you can see, but it's hardly visible. Let's take this cloth right here, and let's assume that we want to close up these two sides of the cloth right here. And let's close up these two sides of the cloth. So you take a needle, and you take the first stitch, and you go to the other side, and underneath this side of the cloth, and you go about 5 millimeters, and you come out right here, and you cross over to the other side of the cloth right here, and you go for another 5 millimeters or 6 millimeters, give or take, and you come out the same side, and then you cross over to the other side again, and you go another 5 or 6 millimeters underneath the cloth of the other side, and you come out. And you repeat stitching like so. And you go over to the other side again. And you go under the other side, and 5 millimeters of distance. And you can see these two sides have been closed up, and you can hardly see the stitches right here. And this is called hidden stitch or invisible stitch. And the next stitch that I'm going to show you is a zigzag stitch. And now we will practice the second stitch, which is called zigzag stitch, and that is often used for decoration purpose. And it's going to look something like this. I applied zigzag stitches on this traditional pin cushion, and when connected the bottom and the main body. So it's going to look something like this, a triangular sort of looking stitches. And unlike other stitches, zigzag stitches start from left and it goes on to the right. And I will start from here, and you take one point up and about 5 millimeters or 4 millimeters. It really depends on how closely you want to make the triangular shape. So once you come out this way and you want to point the next stitch right about here, and you take another stitch underneath and you come out like so, and you want to have the right amount of tension. You want to keep the right amount of tension so that the stitches do not become too loose, like so. So you want to make sure to have the right amount of tension of each stitch. And you come out this way and you go up here and you take another stitch underneath, and so on. So at the end of the invisible stitch or hidden stitch, it's going to look like this, and you can hardly see the stitches here. And the zigzag stitches are these. So this is what it should look like. So you can apply all the stitches that we learned so far to make beautiful 조각보.